All right, guys, RescueDry with you here today. A quick recap of the wine cellar job. It wasn't an easy one, guys. It wasn't an easy. It was very delicate. That's why it was a little bit different and a little bit difficult. So the culprit here was right there. There was an AC unit that instead of blowing air outside was blowing air inside onto the wall. And it wasn't exhausting properly. So what happened was condensation had developed on that side of the wall and mold had developed right exactly where you see the opening is. So when I came over, it was less than 10 square feet, obviously. There was not much of it, but it was enough for this whole beautiful entire wine cellar to render useless. And mind you, there were over 300 bottles of beautiful, expensive wine in here. So that's why the job became a little bit more challenging, because I had to go bottle by bottle, take it out of the racks, wipe it down, put it into those multiple boxes, carefully move it. We didn't want to break anything because it was an expensive wine collection. I'm very grateful that the owners trusted me with that job. And then we had to remove this portion of the wine cellar. It was just like this, beautiful, delicate work, craftsmanship, but it was totally not salvageable. Mold had developed, very, very bad staining, very, ingrained into porous material. So I talked to the owners and I said, there's nothing I can do, but we have to get rid of this wine rack portion. More than that, I had to be able to very carefully disassemble it, take it out of this small space without disturbing these wine racks and these wine racks. So as you can see, I was able to very comfortably and nicely take out the whole piece. I wrapped it in plastic and threw it out, and everything else stayed intact, which is great. This was the most challenging portion of it, really. As always is, really, mold job is not an expensive, mold job is not a difficult job to perform per se. It's the other components of the mold that need to be taken care of into consideration, planned out before you even touch anything. And in this case, I had to figure out how to carefully disassemble this wine rack. And then after we've discarded it, I had to go little by little, one by one, these racks, HEPA vacuum them, disinfect, clean. Those racks, even though they were very close to the affected area, they actually did not have a lot of mold. They had just surface mold that developed because the owners caught this situation promptly, and I was called right away. So I was able to salvage all of these by going in painstakingly, one by one, like I said, and going and really disinfecting each one of those. So it took a lot of time, but as you can see, it came out very nicely. I'm very happy. Now, if you ask me, I'm gonna invite myself over to these owners to have a nice glass of wine one day, because if we didn't come here promptly and if we weren't able to mitigate this properly, I don't know, a lot of that would have been gone to garbage. So guys, take care of your humidity. Keep your humidity in any type of room, especially in the wine cellars, right? There's a lot of wood, there's a lot of humidity here. So that unit constantly has to be checked. What's going on with it? Is it working properly? Are there any staining on the walls? As long as you do that, you're gonna enjoy the space you're living in and this beautiful wine cellar in particular, and you're gonna be safe and healthy. As always, stay safe, guys. Take care.